Now we would like to welcome Dr. Karan Deep Singh to the stage. Dr. Singh is the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals Global Ambassador for NITI Ayog, India. He is a leading expert on sustainable development and global governance. Dr. Singh, please come forward.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, whatever time zones you're all in. It's wonderful to be here. It's absolutely amazing always to be a part of an MUN. And, when I was told that Dr. Singh, why don't you come as one of the chief guests and talk about your journey? I said, okay. And as fate would have it, as I'm talking to you right now, I had come on an expedition in the Himalayas. I'm right now, as we speak, I'm standing at a place which is 10,000 meters above sea level. That's why you must be wondering in heat, why is he looking like a Sherpa? So, the point is, I'm looking on my right genuinely, and I can see, I'm in the midst of clouds. I know there's a virtual background behind. So yeah, I would love to show you guys later where I am. And I've had a very fascinating journey, when it comes to sustainability and obviously when it comes to the United Nations. And I think as the speaker mentioned about representing the country for the Sustainable Development Goals, and I'm sure most of you young people would be aware about what Sustainable Development Goals are and why we are so keen on, actualizing them by 2030. I'm looking on my right. I see, all kinds of. It's literally close to the snow mountains. I'm on the foothills of the biggest Himalaya range, in India, at the border of India. And there's one thought that came to my mind that what kind of ecosystem am I going to leave behind for you guys? I'm now in my late 30s, almost touching 40. I've lived the peak of my life. You guys are doing a model United Nations. I've had the pleasure of meeting the, United Nations General Secretary a couple of times, and we've been part of the delegate for India, which represents, the localizing of sustainable development goals in India, and how do we try our best to sensitize not just young people but everyone in this country on sustainability, right? So the pragmatic point that's coming to my mind as I'm standing in a really, really cold place is, will you guys get a chance to see what I'm seeing right now? You guys who are basically the future leaders, you're the leaders of our world. You will be leading this world tomorrow in the coming times. What kind of world am I leaving for you? That's the question that came to my mind that I wanted to talk to you about. A person who had the opportunity, if you talk about all the accolades, yes, having been featured by all the people who matter apparently in the materialistic world, and I might sound a little philosophical, but having been featured by the Forbes magazine for something called Forest Education Program that I developed, being featured by the Fortune magazine a couple of times, been a TED speaker a couple of times, been on TED platform many times. Someone who's traveled the world quite a bit to understand how we live, been to different parts of the world, spent about 12 years of my life in the UK, then traveled into Europe, Latin America, worked in Southeast Asian countries like Thailand, Laos, Cambodia. And then, of course, it's been more than now 10 years working in India. And even in India, because I come from a military background, it's always been seeing different parts of the country. And one thought genuinely strikes me, which I want you guys to internalize and take home, that if a guy who's in his late 30s, who's possibly been recognized, validated, celebrated for his work, still feels that the job is not even half done. Because I genuinely feel that if I have the pleasure of looking at my planet right now, I'm looking at the kind of ecosystem that I'm seeing. If we are not able to stop global warming, if we're not able to sustain this planet, if we're not able to create sustainable solutions, will you guys be able to see exactly what I'm seeing right now? So I want you to genuinely think about sustainability. I want you to genuinely understand that it's not a theoretical concept anymore. Every single day, when we are not creating solutions, we're losing out an inch of the planet. And this is a fact. I'm not talking about, fiction. I'm talking about scientifically driven facts, which we have in our United Nations database. Why we have kept 2030 as a target? Because that's the time of what we call in United Nations the time of irreversibility. That means that the global temperatures would rise to a point where they cannot be reversed anymore. And the moment that happens, the health of the planet would deteriorate to will deteriorate to a point where it will be very hard for human beings to sustain life on this planet. And guys, we just have 7 years. So I have dedicated, the rest of whatever time I have left on this planet to generally just working whatever percentage I can, bring in on this planet to work on sustainability, to work with people like you. And the more you guys understand your own importance on this planet, I think the more pragmatic and the more stronger you'll become, the more resilient you'll become to understanding that there is materialistic success, guys, in this world. But ironically, we're not living in a science fiction movie. Yeah, there is no spaceship that's going to take us to another planet. There is no alternative, planet. This is it. This is all we have. And what really troubles me, and I'm being very honest with you, is that you guys are in your possibly early teens. Some of you are young. By the time you reach our age, is this planet going to be actually even? Will it be able to support life? And these are questions that we are raising at the United Nations every single day. Trust me, every single day there are red flags that we are seeing across the world. And but I purposely told you about the materialistic success because if you Google me, you read about me, you'll find me in all over the internet. You'll find me in all kinds of different places, this, that. But all of that is redundant, guys. I'm being very honest. All of that is redundant if the planet that I'm living on is not healthy. I might be healthy today, assuming that I'm going to be healthy forever, but that's not how time works, right? So your planet needs you. Your planet is sick. And trust me, the last 40 years, the last 4 generations have failed you. I'm being very honest. The plastic generation, when we started with the use of plastic way back, right from the 70s, and now we are in 2023, there's been a lot of procrastination. We used to assume that global warming is not going to happen to us, so it's not going to happen to my village, or it's not going to happen to my backyard. But now it's happening to every single person. So I'm going to keep this short. I'm just going to say, be pragmatic, be open to the reality that your world is facing. Use such amazing platforms to collaborate. There is no space for competition, cutthroat competition anymore in this world. We don't have the time to compete and, amplify our egos. The time has come to collaborate. The only way we can sustain, survive, and thrive is by collaborating. So move from the sea of competition, come to the sea of collaboration. I'm always available for young people. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. You'll find me on Google. Should you want to be part of the United Nations sustainable programs, we always encourage young people to be a part of it. Connect with me. There are multiple projects that we're working on across the world, not just India, obviously. And I'm genuinely very happy that you guys are conducting this MUN, because MUNs absolutely ignite analytical perspective. So I'm happy. I'm going to be listening to you guys, and I wish you all the best of luck. But at the same time, trust me, you are the torch bearers of this planet. You are the future of this planet. You are the ones who are going to literally illuminate and save this planet. So the mistakes of your forefathers, literally the 40 generations, is going to be fixed by you. So think innovatively, be pragmatic, be disruptive. Do not fall into the same line of herd mentality. Be yourself, and remember that like how we are indispensable, unfortunately, so is our planet. So with these words, and standing at 10,000 feet above sea level, enjoying the extremely cold air, I welcome all of you, and let's have a wonderful MUN here, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. We would like to take a moment to thank our sponsor, counseling partner,